Day one, we were at Portland. It was a lot of fun. You know, the track, all the fans there, so something special to see. And we weren't expecting much. We didn't have much of a setup for the car, especially for tarmac. And we had regular street tires, just Pirellis for the car. And you know, at the end, after shakedown, we ended up not using them at all. We just stuck to K6s, just regular gravel tires on the track, and worked best for us. And managed to get the sixth time, I think. So I think it worked pretty well.
3, 2, 1, go. Left 5 plus into track K right, and left 5 minus tighten into right 5, 150. Plus tidy and right 4 plus flat onto track, 200. Hairpin left. Caution, very tidy. Caution, very tidy. 300. K left. 200.
The gravel stage is really fast, just like any Oregon Trail stage, so it's really fun to see. And Mary Hill, something iconic, very, very fun. And the anti-cuts were on there, so you couldn't really cut much, but just keeping a good line through those hilly roads was very fun. It was something you always dream about as a kid, you know, like you're driving on the highway and you're thinking like, oh, maybe I can keep this racing line, but you always have that yellow line spacing you out and making sure you can't do that, and it's illegal, so. But it was cool to do it in a racing atmosphere, and I had a lot of fun, especially on the stages later in the day where we alternated between gravel and tarmac, those hilly roads. And I think we were 6th gear the entire time going through the mountains on tarmac, so lots of fun. But again, just like Friday, we didn't have a tarmac setup, but still a lot of fun.
Caution, brake, left 4 quick, braking, left 4 quick. Into right 2, don't cut tidy, right 2, don't cut tidy. Right 5, tighten minus. And K left over 80. Left 5, tighten late 3 up. Tighten late 3 up. And okay, let's go.
So day 3, we started in Dufur, Oregon. So change of scenery, but the gravel stayed the same. Lots of fun. More loose stuff on stages. A couple of them had these like loose gravel rocks and really like very sharp. And on the second run, it cleared up, so that was good. And pace definitely picked up, but on one of the stages where we set a top 5 or 6 time, it was like super loose, and then we came to do the second run of it, and it cleared up a little bit, so we were 10 seconds faster, but we went through someone's fence. Apologize for that, did not mean to do that.
2 plus, Titan 2 plus and the yellow, before the yellow. Oh, keep going, throttle, throttle. Okay. And double caution, we can go further. Through there.
Over here?
Yeah, go, through throttle. Yeah. And left, sorry about that. Yeah, left 5.
It was just a corner where we were going very fast, and we tried slowing down a little before, but apparently I didn't slow down enough, and I didn't shift the gear down. So if I dropped the gear and put my foot down like I did in the video, I did put my foot down, but I just didn't have enough RPMs to get the turbo going. I probably could have made it out, but by the time I realized that I was going too, like, not too slow, but too low RPMs, I was already going over the berm and through the fence. And not a lot of damage to the car, which I was surprised. I was expecting maybe some flats and everything, but I did lose my front bumper, like half of it, and with that the aero went and the whole front end decided to lose traction and stuff like that. You know, when aero goes, everything goes. Aside from that, it was great. You know, that's the only mistake we made this whole weekend, I think, overall. Just picking up speed and learning the car more and more. And at the end of the day, that was our goal. You know, in the back of my head, I had a little tiny goal, don't tell Art, that I wanted to be top 10, but you know, I managed to do that after pretty much all the Friday stages, all the Saturday stages, and going into Sunday, I think we were pretty firmly in 7th, so we just maintained the pace. Yeah, so the competition this weekend was very, like, I think some of the best, you know, best I've ever driven against. Plasek in his Evo 9. Apologize if I butchered your name, you know. But he's a very fast guy, and I was very happy that I can keep up with him and set competitive times against him. We were within 3 seconds at the end of day 2, and day 3 was a bummer because he made a little bit of a mistake and clipped a fence going into a corner. And that ended his rally, but it was a lot of fun up until that point. So I appreciate that, and the fact that I could keep up with him, you know, lots of fun. And Sam Alberts, he's a great driver as well, but he did regionally. He's very, very fast. I kept up with him too, here and there, as much as I could. And Derek Nelson, is that his name? In the open two-wheel drive car, oh my goodness, he's poking it the entire time. That's crazy that he can do that with that car. Super, super fast guy. And the RAV4, that shocked me. I was not expecting the RAV4 to be that fast. I thought it was a mom car, and then I saw it on stage, and it was flying. So, yeah, competition was great. I think we were like the closest we got to the R5s. Tom Williams was maybe like 5-6 seconds. So I think that's pretty good too. And what can I say? You know, good event, kept up. That's all that matters. And no, what matters is that we learned. There we go. Yeah, that's what matters. So. Florian came from France. He's a very experienced co-driver. He raced in so many events: WRC, ERC, and French National Championship. He's a part of the French national team right now. He competed with Brian Bouffier in 2018 in this exact car at Ojibwe. So he knows these stages somewhat. He hasn't done Oregon, but I'm glad we could do it together. And he's teaching me a lot, so that's very important. Like the French pace notes that they have out there are incredible. Like you have someone like Sébastien Loeb or Ogier who write their notes in French, and there's some not American, but like British drivers that that'll write their notes in French as well, because it's just very, very specific. So I think we're going to try to incorporate some of that into my notes and get as specific as we can, because at the end of the day, without good notes, I don't think you can be a fast driver. So I appreciate him coming down and teaching me a lot. So thank you, Florian. Again, massive thank you to all our sponsors. Without them, none of this would be possible. Massive thank you to the crew. I know I didn't mess up the car as much as Kentucky, but I still messed it up a little bit, so I apologize for that. Thank you to Rafael, Adam, Artur, everyone that came down and helped out, and Florian too, he's a part of the crew, so, and Art, especially Art, you know, I think he was very happy with how this event went, so I'm very happy how it went. And I think it's a good foreshadowing for the future, and if we put more work into it, we can probably be at the top. So, and shouts out my mom, love you mom, and my sister. She's graduating soon, so yeah.
Well, we can't find the bumper.
Patrick Gruszka, Florian Barral, dealer of Mitsubishi Mirage parts.